Hello. I'm on just a few minutes early, but I was ready and I decided let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We'll see what happens. We're going to do something a little different tonight, so I don't even know. Hi, Natalie. How are you? I'm not even sure that I will do it justice, but we're going to try. We're going to try. The first thing I want to do is paint this on plaster because I'm going to decoupage a picture on it and I want the background to be covered. So I'm just going to paint this with Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. It's just kind of an off-white. Probably could have done white, and it doesn't even really have to be a great coat, but I just don't want it to be the MDF behind it. So we'll let that dry. We'll see if we can get some peeps on. If you hop on and you see the red, I'm always backwards, the red light right there, you know I'm live. If you don't see it, then you know you're on the replay, and if you would hashtag replay, that would be awesome. Hey girl, how are you, Pam? So I'm going to decoupage onto a boho arch frame that I cut out. And this frame, there's two sizes. There's the small and then there's the large. And it has, the small has 12 inserts that go with it, that you can go with it or not. I'm going to go or not. I'm just going to use the frame today. And they're adorable. And they're in my DIY Crafty Sarah's Wood Shop. They're in my, they're there in my pictures, in my albums, I believe. And then the larger one has 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. And they're adorable too. But I've been wanting to have, hi Diane, I've been wanting to have a boho frame just to fart around with. And so I'm so glad that the gal that hi April, that I buy files from, she came out with some boho frames. So I snagged me those right off the bat. So I'm going to, this has been painted in Waverly plaster because I want to decoupage this cute bunny on that. And I get my printables from the nesting box. And the nesting box is done by Risa and Carrie, I think is her name. And it's $10 a month, and you get all the printables for that $10 a month. And she puts tons on every month. Plus she allows you to suggest so that she can make them for you. And your $10 a month goes to clean water in the United States. People are drinking filthy water in the United States. Can you imagine that? I can't even. So I'm going to set this over here and let it dry. And so this is 2 pieces. There's the smaller and then the larger. And the smaller is what goes on the inside. And I'm doing those in the color of Waverly chalk paint moss. Moss is the color, so it's kind of a green. It's really a pretty green, kind of a eucalyptus green. Kind of like my shirt, actually. Like almost exactly my shirt. So how was your day? I didn't come in last night. I tell you, you guys, I'm a squirrel. I had our Treasure Trove, which is our thrift store that I am on the board, and I volunteer there. We had an little appreciation thing last night, and we all needed to bring snacks, and we all got together at our coffee shop, and everybody got a free coffee. a free drink, whatever they wanted. And then we visited and kind of talked about our volunteering and those kind of things. And I knew that was going to be that. And then the night before that, do you think I'm like, okay, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow night. I am like a goofball, I tell you. So I need to set that down to get that corner. So this is Waverly Moss chalk paint. So what's new? Pam, Diane, how is it in Colorado? Is your weather good? We were, I think maybe in the 50s today. It was chilly. The wind was blowing, but geez, way better than it was, so I'm good. Way better. That was awful. That deep freeze was awful. So I'm gonna put this down, dry this. So we got a message from my daughter-in-law who has a friend who was on a cruise with a company, and that company almost got pirated today. Wouldn't that be something? They were at a meeting, and it's the only meeting that they were going to have the whole week. And all of a sudden, the ship started rocking and rolling, and they couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And it was a smaller boat ramming the side of the ship. And they were saying that they couldn't steer their boat, and they needed help. They were pirates. Somehow they were able to not get pirated, and they called the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard was on their way to help them. Wouldn't that scare the living bejeebas out of you? I don't even know what in the heck I would do that would scare the crap out of me. And I kind of want to go on a cruise, but maybe now I'll think twice about that. So what I want to do with this is I want to take this little palette knife and I want to just kind of dirty that, kind of chippy it. Hi, Carly. So I'm going to take some of this brown paint. Carly, you're awesome. I see you on other lives, and you're so dedicated. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. There's a million other people that you can be watching, but you pop in and say hi, and I really appreciate that. So I'm going to take this umber brown, dark or burnt umber, and I'm just going to kind of go around these sides a little bit, and just, you guys, I just want the littlest. I've never done this before, so give me some grace. I love it when I see it, and I'm just like, I'm going to try this. That's too much. And all I have is this little plastic one. I don't know if a metal one would be better, but so what I'm trying to do is make this look distressed. What's Diane say? We've been on one cruise, and it was not out of the country. It was a East Coast. It was an East Coast, like down the coast. So we would go out into the ocean, but then we would come back in to the States. Except we did go into Canada, went to Halifax, and So I think that's what I want with that. So that one is going to set on top of this one. So I kind of want to do this one too. But I don't really need to do the outside so much because that outer rim is gonna, whoop, that's too much. Ugh, I don't like that. Gonna wipe it off. Too much. You just want like little bits and pieces, not so much. I just want it to look old and wore out, which doesn't really go with my picture that well, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I'm going to put this back into my jar because I squeezed out too much. These honey jars are so nice to be able to recapture your paint. The hole is so big, it just plops right back in there. It's amazing. It is amazing. So I want this to dry, and then I'm gonna wax around that a little bit. So I got some of the frames from Dollar Tree. They have these ornate gold frames that people are chalk painting and decoupaging, and they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is one of them. So you get a dozen, or you get a dozen of each, and this is one of them. And so it will be chalk painted and distressed, and then or whatever, you know, it could be. I could rub gold on it or something like that. So this is a dark wax. I'm not even sure if this is, yeah, that is what I want. Just kind of want it to look old and yucky. Old and distressed. And I think I want to do that on my picture too. Wonder if I can get some of the brightness out of that picture. I had a hard time picking out what I would do for ribbon on it. Not that I probably even have to have ribbon, but if I wanted to. Probably shouldn't have done that till after I decoupage it on there. So today I've been uploading videos to my YouTube channel. Let me tell you, that's a deal. Holy moly. It's going to take me 3 years. Actually, it's not, because I am not going to put all my videos on YouTube. I'm just going to set this over here. I'm going to put some on, and then I will put the more recent. I'm not going to go way back to when I started with chalk. And so this also has another piece that fits in here. And if you buy this kit from me, I will send that to you, and you could do whatever you want with that little piece. And this has a little hole in it because the designs that go in it, you pop out and then you put the other month in, but I can take that hole out of there if you want that out of there. All you have to do is just say so, and I can remove the hole. But I thought to myself, you know what? You're not even going to see it. Don't want that. That's paint. This is Mod Podge. And I'm just going to brush this around. Pretty good, couple of pretty good coats. I've often thought about pirates, you know, like, I don't know, you go out on those boats when you go out on excursions and those kind of things. And I've often thought, geez, someone could pirate the people, and I don't know how they kept them off the ship, but they did. And the girl said, that told my daughter-in-law, she said she thanked God that they were all okay. Did you guys see that plane from Omaha that flew into Chicago and almost hit that jet, that private jet? Omaha, that would have been a plane full of Nebraska people. That would have hit home a little tough. Man, that stuff dries fast. Told my husband, I go, well, that little jet would have been Burger. And he goes, probably the plane would have been too. I was like, oh my gosh, I never even thought, I just figured, you know, it's a bigger plane, but it probably would have caused damage and hurt somebody too. So I just put 2 good coats of Mod Podge on here. Make sure you get it to your edges. This is a Mod Podge brush. I felt like I should, you know how you have FOMO, you feel like you should have all the things. So I bought one. Not sure that it really makes a difference. It's kind of a pain in the behind to clean, but it works. Hi, Chris. We're doing a decoupage project tonight on one of the little frames, the 12-month frames, using one of those little boho frames. Turn that baby on so it gets warmed up. So you guys on Chalkateur, if you place an order, any size order, you get a free transfer. And it's a Highland cow. It's cute as can be. My granddaughter will be digging that. I'm just going to take a Q-tip and get that Mod Podge out of there. Not that it really matters, because it really doesn't. So I just need to position this on here. And this will go over the top. So that's probably good about right there. And then I'm going to stick that down. So I had a piece of parchment paper, my little iron, and I'm just going to iron that down. So what that does is that reconstitutes your Mod Podge, and your product will stick, your picture will stick without wrinkles. It's amazing. And you guys, this is just printed out on printer paper. So you can see that it's all stuck down there. So then you take your sander and sand off your edges. Go down. You just take that right off of there. And you don't have to Mod Podge over the top of it if you don't want to. You could if you wanted to, but I don't want to. Shut this thing off. So then this gets glued over the top of that. Let me grab my glue. It's always over here at my workspace. My sit-down workspace. Sometimes that glue, that pin gets rusty in there. First comes out as kind of brown, rusty. And glue this down. My gosh, that's so cute. Risa has the cutest printables. There's so many bunnies and so many pictures. I want to do them all. And I'm like, what am I going to do with them? But you could seriously, I don't know where that other frame is. Oh, let me grab it. There's two different frames in the box. There's an oval one and then there's the square one. And I have 12 of each coming. I actually picked up, so this is the square, the rectangle, 5x7. But you guys, these paint up, oh my gosh, beautifully. And really, for what you pay for them, you could sell them for $5 or $6 and you'd still be okay. I'm just gonna make sure that that's straight. And then this gets on the outside of that. Shipping on these would be minimal. Actually, the background of the gold frame is a chalkboard. I'm just sitting that on there to make sure that that's all straight. Isn't that oval one cool? Oh, you're up in, are you up with your brother? You're up at the crib? Yeah, that oval one is gorgeous. The thing is, and of course everybody loves the oval one, but they're crafting with both of them because they have to. You know, you order it, you got to do something with it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so cute. So then I've got, this is one of our stands. And you just glue this to the back of your frame. I set it there, and then I set this on here. And I make sure that this is even with my bottom. And that it's in the area of the holes. So it's just that type of thing. And then you put these little half circle things. And you have to put, oh, I didn't need to do that. That was stupid. Let me wipe it off. You're setting it into that little dip, into the slit. Just push it down. My glue seeped out. And then I painted mine because I thought, so they're tight going in there. Normally I don't paint them. Then I glue that, stick that in there, and you put this in the hole, and then put this in the hole, and then push it into the slot. And then it has its own easel on the back. So it stands up. Just like that. Isn't that adorable? Yep, they're at the 5-quarter store. Yep. Ooh, pumpkin pie. Holy crap. That sounds delicious. That's my favorite pie. So I brought out these fabrics that I tore. The other day I tore these up. But I don't, it can't have a huge bow. So let's see here. Let's see what we can do. I don't want huge, the frame is too small for that. So maybe a couple of hoops of each one or something like that. I was trying to find I had greens, but then there's so many colors in here that I thought, I should probably, what'd I do with that? What'd I do with that wax? Oh, I set it over there. Maybe I should wax that picture just a little bit more. I don't know if that thing came up or if it's just me. It's really not doing much, but I just kind of want to tone down the brightness of the colors. And I thought about coffee staining these, but then I thought, I don't know. So I'll see. So it's really got to be probably pretty small bow. I just went to Hobby Lobby and picked up some fabric and chopped it up. And this comes from Jubilee Fabrics, and she sells jelly rolls. And this was all of the greens, and the had greens. Well, actually, it's back here. It's greens and blues, and there's all different colors in it. It's kind of nice. And then I have one over here that's, I should take it off of here and show you. I just tie them all together. It's all browns and blacks. And they were jelly rolls, and I ended up tearing them into thirds. Some in half, some in thirds. I knocked my eggs down. And I love them. I love that fabric though. And this other one is like this. It has the blues and the greens, like the teal, kind of tealish. And it was a jelly roll. And they come, they have a antique-y look to them. And this fabric does not. This is just regular old gingham. Then I thought about maybe coffee staining this, and I might still. We'll see. So I'm just going to put one loop of those and one loop of yellow, and I'm going to call it. I was cutting some of the jelly rolls in threes, and some of them were coming out so small, they were like worthless. So then I just started cutting them in half. These I went about, I don't know, an inch or so. I tried to go an inch, but sometimes when you tear, it doesn't tear so sweet. It doesn't tear so good, but it's fine. May end up not even using this. We'll see. Hi, Lori. We did a little bit different project tonight. We did a frame that I cut out with a decoupage that I got from the nesting box. And if you guys, you can print out on rice paper or you can print out on printer paper. And this is just printer paper. And see, it's got an easel, so it stands up. I think that's adorable. And I probably would put a button in the middle of this. But I can do that when we're done. This just roughs the edges of your ribbon a little bit so that you don't have your straight cuts, because it looks kind of squirrely when the rest of your ribbon is, the rest of your stuff is fabric and it's frayed. To have a straight cut in your fabric, it's kind of nice that that just works just dandy. I'm gonna cut that one a little shorter. I think that might work all right. We're going to give her a shot. Oh no. I guess I got it. Big old glop fell in the middle of my picture. Ugh. Can't have that. We're supposed to have a chance of snow on Tuesday, but sounds like it's going to be like wet snow. Oh God, life insurance. Ugh. That's a bad one for us. John didn't get it, and then when he tried to get it, he couldn't get it, so. Should do that when you're young and healthy and they have no questions. And of course, if I die tomorrow, it would make no difference to him at all financially. So I think that's it, you guys. Isn't that cute? I'm going to put a button. I'm going to grab a button out of my jar over here. It's just right here, but it's so big and heavy. I should pour them into something else, something I can manage. There's a yellow one right in the front. There's a white one. Oh, that's kind of cute. That thing weighs a ton. So the white one wasn't white. Here's a lime green one. That's what I'm going to put in there. Yeah, I really like that. I think that turned out cute as can be. Thanks, Holly. You've been paying on Jimmy's insurance? Oh my God. Girl. So who gets the money if he dies? You do? Hi, Tina. We did this little cutie. Decoupage and distressed. Painted it with Waverly chalk. And there you go. That's a new frame that I have available. Like I said, you guys, it comes with, I mean, I shouldn't say it comes with, because you can buy the frame separate. But it also has 12 inserts. So they are the size of this. And there's one for each month. And if you go to Crafty Sarah's Wood Shop, I'm pretty sure I posted a picture there of the 12. And then there's let me grab the bigger frame. The bigger frame is beautiful. But it also has, it also has inserts. So this is the bigger frame. So here's the smaller one, and here's the bigger one. And it also has the easel on it that stands it up, so you just glue it on there just like that. And then it has 4 seasonal inserts. This one is spring. It's a birdhouse. So there's a little fence that goes there, and there's a bird and the birdie wing, and it says spring, and these fit into the center of this. And then you can pop them out for every season. They are so stinking cute. Well, you better keep paying it, because he's probably getting close. So there you go, guys. That's our project for the night. Geez, that went fast, didn't it? That went faster than I thought. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I sell these frames. And you don't have to do the inserts, but if you'd like to, they're adorable, you guys. They are adorable. Again, if you order from Chalk Couture, you get a free transfer. It's a Highland Cow. It's a B-size transfer, and it has several different things on it, but the biggest part of it's a Highland Cow. And it says something darling. I'll put a picture on my page. I thought I had, but I should look and see here if it's in my photos. I thought I had it, but maybe I don't. Sometimes it doesn't come to my iPad. Nope, I don't see it. So, but it's cute and it's free. No matter what you buy, you get it free as long as supplies last. Hey, Cindy, here's what we made, Cindy. This little frame with this little decoupage bunny. Thought it turned out cute. So it's distressed, but it's really not a distressed picture. I should probably have tea stained this or coffee stained it. I may try it and see. I just didn't want the ribbon to look dirty, you know, like not stained, but I don't know. I'll try it and see. And March 4th is another little launch with Chalk Couture, so that'll be fun. And that's probably about it, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Again, we have the perks is 30% off. It costs you $20 a month, and you turn right around and get the $20 back in your pocket. Like right away, you can spend that $20 on product. And it's 30% off of everything. And if I get 5 people to sign up for perks, I get my name in the hat to go on the cruise next year. So I would love that. If someone can help me out, I would appreciate it. And thanks, Lori. And I'll even take a chance on pirates getting me. If you didn't hear that story, you'll have to go back on the replay and hear the story about my daughter-in-law's friend. She's on a cruise right now, and they got pirated today. So that's it. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time. I appreciate you all coming in. Sprinkle me out if you can. Thanks so much, guys. Oh, it would be fun. It would be fun, Tina. See you later, guys. Bye.